Finland prepares to leave Ottawa Treaty banning anti-personnel landmines. Finland's defense spending will be increased to 3% of GDP by 2029, and much of that money will go towards upgrading Finnish army equipment. Are mines really that much of a game changer? Not just mines, all of the weapons that Europeans signed treaties over because they expected the US to do all their fighting for them. Okay, since most people still don't understand it, they do this so they can buy or produce mines and send them to Ukraine as aid. It doesn't mean they want to use them themselves. Mines are immoral and unethical, except when we give them to others to use. Midwit retard, stop posting. The world isn't black and white. Sometimes good men must do evil things. They are definitely using them, no doubt about it. Yes, we do want to use them, and we will use them if the time comes. We even had training for not landmines in the military when they were still banned. It's an effective area denial weapon for a defender. No matter whether we use them or not, in case of war, the eastern border will be filled with them anyway because Russians use them. So we might as well use them too. We found Russians, when they get stuck, throw men by the thousands over open fields. So yes, they are a big deal at stopping these kind of attacks. There's nothing funnier to me than watching a Canadian arms treaty collapse in real time. BPICM bros, we're going home. Mines are rapidly gaining tactical envelope. Presence, proximity, or contact is in the treaty definitions, so that is basically any left-in-place autonomous weapon with explosives at the end. A downed FPV drone with anti-handle could be considered a mine, although prosecution would have to establish misuse. Those treaties were dumb anyway. Also, Princess Diana was a whore. Mines should only be banned for third world countries. See Africa, where they would just dump them from helicopters for children to walk over, allowing a normal European country to produce them and deploy them in a civilized manner as a border wall is a nothing burger. Banning them in the first place was absolutely delusional and done under the most leftist government and president in our history. Luckily, our armed forces knew it wouldn't last. All weapons that are banned aren't banned because of effectiveness per se, but if they were not effective, they would have no need to be banned. Game changer. Very cheap and very effective area denial that we usually don't have to stoop to because shitting out live explosives over gigahectares is ugly for everyone in the long run. Finns are the OG TZD scholars, though, and who knows what kind of brain-dead stunt the demented Russian bear pig will try next. You can sprinkle them onto any place of strategic importance, like say a nation's farmland, and deny it to civilian access while technically not violating any laws against targeting civilians. Having proper defensive positions means that you can let your guys enjoy more regular working hours, and that you need to wake up less of them whenever somebody is trying to scout your positions. It's a good thing unless you're a tech CEO or someone who has to find reasons as to why you're paying rent for office space. Who could have known that Russian demining doctrine is still the one by Zhukov? Is not knowing your next step is going to blow you up that big of a game changer? Europeans only banned landmines because they were protected by the US. Suddenly, when they have to defend themselves, all those fake humanitarian stances evaporate. Landmines, cluster bombs, mercenaries all come screaming back. Lamau, in my country, we were taught that mines are only wink-wink allowed to be used manually. As in, a guy pulls a wire and a dozen Russians get claymored. I hope my country also pulls out of it.
Will I have to wait?